Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today our project that we're going to do is kind of inspired by Lisa Taggart from her latest. I love watching her videos, so obviously I'm going to pick up a few things here and there. I watch them over and over and over. Anyway, we're starting with a sprayed background. We're using Vanilla Custard Delusions, Rustic Wilderness Peeled Paint, and Walnut Stain. And I sprayed the paper first, both sides. It helps it from curling if you do both sides. And then I just kind of spray a little bit of everywhere. And I have to add more water. So I'm just letting it run all amok. Kind of let it drip off. And then, lovely Lisa, this is what I've seen her do. She has such fabulous ideas. This is where I'm going to put in trees. And that helps with, getting some of that color out of there. So after I got that all dried, I come in with my fabulous pan pastels that I love and started filling in some of the color. You know how YouTube gives, statistics on videos, and I'm finding that it doesn't matter how long my videos are, there's only 3 and 4 minutes of every video getting watched. So I am super cutting these down. It's under 10 minutes. So, if you have any feedback on that, let me know. I originally kind of wanted to set these to music, but I was told that wasn't a great idea, so you get to hear my lovely whiny voice. So anyway, we are done with the pastels for right now. And this is the beautiful forest temple. And then we have our mushrooms in there. And I'm putting in the wildflowers now. And I will have a list in the description box of everything I used. I have stamped in the tree stem and the tree den. Cinnamon cider. This is Tree of Hope and Tree of Courage. I was so excited to use them. I ripped them out of the package, so I don't know which is which. And I put these mushrooms in there. They were in orange, and yeah, it didn't work out. So we go back and we cover that later. This is the mini leaves with the Versafine Clair Rainforest. And I go in and I keep adding 2 or 3 different colors of green. About this point here, I was not real happy with this. It wasn't turning out like what I kind of envisioned it to be. So at this point, I kind of stopped. And I didn't work on it for a couple days. I almost threw it in the trash. But then I'm like, I've already put this time into it. Let's go ahead and finish and see what happens. So there's something still not quite right about it that, do you ever get to the end of a project and be like, it's missing something? That's how I am with this. I'm not sure what it's missing, but it turned out okay. So we're coming in here with Shady Lane. I wasn't happy with the ground, so this is me trying to fix it. Darken up my corners. And then bringing the lights of beam down through the openings in the trees. I go back over this a couple different times. This is an art alternative gel pen. It's a mint color. It's something I picked up at Joann's. And then I use a couple different colors of brown prismacolored pencils to fill in some of the Forest Temple stamp. And then I come in with yellow and black and try to do some shades and let that light shine through. And then the stone I do in gray. And then of course I have to go back in and put the lining back in to this stamp and the shading to it. The Medieval blue, and we're going to put little Pipin up there on the steps. He's so cute. I think I could put this bunny in everything. Versafine Clair Nocturn. This is where I go in and I am going over the mushrooms I put in orange. I really thought that you'd be able to see that orange, but I was wrong. It just soaked right in and you couldn't even tell they was there. So we decided to go with black. And this one, I just wanted the one little dude in there, so I wiped all the ink off of all the other mushrooms. And this is the Bluebells. And that is Paradise, Versafine Clair. And I just put them a little bit of everywhere. This is a Stabilo black pastel pencil. I go in and I fill in Pipin and the mushrooms, and I'm bringing in some yellow and some white. I thought the yellow lines was just a little harsh. And I wanted the light to be like in front of some of the images. Sometimes what you see is kind of hard to transfer to paper. But that's what I was attempting. We recently went mushrooming and I took some pictures of the light shining through the trees, and it's just beautiful and it's so quiet when you get out there. That's kind of what I was trying to get here. Putting in the shadow for little Pipin. And of course, after I do this, I realize I don't have the ears in the right position. However, like my friend Lisa says, you notice how I call her my friend. I'd love to think she's my friend. She's fabulous. But it doesn't have to be perfect. I go in with a couple colors under there. And this is where I'm showing you. I use the white on the trees and the glitter Uniball gel pens to cover in and fill in the flowers. This is my Posco pen. I'm filling in this big mushroom, which is kind of the highlight. Little feature mushroom right in the front. And then this is the gold Uniball sparkle pen. And you know, when you're in the woods and you see those beams of light, you always see the dust floating in the air, the little specks that the light catches. That's what I was putting in here. And there you can, I'm trying to catch all the sparkly that's in it. There is quite a lot. And I went in and did the shading in the trees and tried to darken up some of the background. So there is the finished product. And then I matted. The Lavinia challenge was gold and mushrooms. So I'm going to enter my first Lavinia challenge. So if you like my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching. And remember to share the crafty love.